Yeah, baby. All right. Welcome to Get Funked, not your average wrestling podcast. Today, I'd like to introduce a special guest of mine. He was my mentor and instrumental in getting me trained to be on TV from the WCW Power Plant. We got Sarge, Dwayne Bruce, Buddy Lee Parker. What's up, Sarge? Thanks for coming on, buddy.
Everything's good. How about you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Thanks for coming on, bro. I'm
Thank
glad
you.
you finally got on a computer. I was getting kind of worried about you.
Yeah, I was getting worried too. I had to call in backup.
Awesome. Hey, Preston, or where do you go? Hey, Angel. I was going to ask somebody. I think we got to do the shout out to the sponsor, Sarge, but I guess we can wait towards the end of the show there. All right, Sarge.
Sponsors.
Yeah, but I thought he was going to have him on here, but I don't see him, so I don't have nothing to read. So we'll just go along with the show, man. So yeah, sorry, what I like to do, man. I don't really like to get this scripted or anything. I don't really have questions for you, but I just like to have you introduce yourself, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, go ahead, man. Can you hear me, Sarge?
I can hear you.
Just say hey to everybody and tell them who you are, and then we'll start the show.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, hey, I'm Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker of the State Patrol, and also the Power Plant. Welcome to the show.
All right, thanks, Sarge. Hey, all right, so the Sarge, man, this is kind of cool, man. I get to pick your brain a little bit. I like to make fun of you a little bit. We can rib on each other. So, let me ask you this: do you remember anything about the tryout I had, my 3-day tryout when I first came down to? And do you remember the name you called me?
No, I don't remember that name. You
don't. No, you don't remember that. You guys were calling me the Hobgoblin.
Oh, that's right. Now I remember.
Okay, so
that's pretty awesome.
When you first saw me, other than in amazement at my physical abilities, what did you think in the 3-day tryout that we had with my class?
Well, with your class, I mean, you stood out over everybody. So I knew you were going to make it, and your attitude was awesome. So
yeah,
nobody had any attitude or any energy like you did. So I knew you were going to make it.
That's right. I'm glad you're here, Sarge, because I need you. Everybody will believe you. They don't believe me. I was one of the true badasses at the power plant, was I not?
Yes, you were. Yes, you were. There's no denying that.
I'd say, okay, you know, when people come down there for these tryouts after I did my tryout, and then I would say you would always have me and Elix stepping up to the plate to initiate the new recruits coming in. Is that about accurate?
That is true. That is
All right.
true.
All right, awesome.
To tote the mail, so I knew I could trust y'all.
Plus, you couldn't beat me and Elix's cardio. Other than Hard Body Harrison, it was hard to blow me and Elix up.
Oh yeah, I tried.
Well, I mean, it was hard to blow you up. I got to tell you, when I've come to my 3-day tryout, Pez Watley was there, and he impressed the shit out of me, Sarge, when I was down there for my 3 days. Pez Watley had, going into the power plant, I was like 25 years old, and Pez Watley was a little older than that, and he really impressed the hell out of me. Tell me a little bit about what you remember Pez, since he passed away not too long after that.
Yeah, Pez did the ring with me. He did a lot of stuff with me people don't even know about. So I don't think you ever did. I tried. Let's talk about Mike Sanders for a minute. I'll go right to it.
Okay, let's get it out in the open here. Tell us a story about Mike Sanders. Which one you want to talk about?
Well, I'll tell you one about Miami. Here we are. Go to the Marriott, have cool air. I'm all about that. He wanted to stay in the beach area, Miami Beach area.
I got you.
They had that fluorescent looking curtains and all that crap.
Something and Sam Rome would probably like, right?
Oh yeah, he'd love that. So anyway, the guy comes, stuck a coat hanger in the AC, and I've always done AC, and I knew that was full of shit. So So I just snapped, man. I grabbed Mike by the throat, picked him up against the wall, one-handed, by the way. And then I set him back down. I said, "Shut up, go to sleep."
And he probably shit his pants.
Well, you probably did. And I rolled over, and I could feel him staring into my back. And I rolled back over. I said, "Shut up! Go to damn bed, man," because I was pissed. No, I wasn't about that. I was about AC. So funny story, man.
Shit. Hey, Sarge, I don't know if you can see the comments on the side there, or I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We got this lady right here, Annette. She says, "Hey guys," she's one of my followers, man. So we got to say hey to Annette.
Hello. How you doing today?
All right, yeah, she'll like that, Sarge. She's been watching my podcast ever since I started. So I appreciate the people that follow me.
Oh yeah.
But I paid tribute to you back here, Sarge. I got you in the background back here on my green screen. So I got a story. Kid Romeo wanted me to bust you out here, Sarge.
Okay.
When he was on a couple weeks ago, he was telling me about a situation when you guys were on that EA run up there in Canada. Something about you guys got searched in the airport. You know anything about that?
Oh yeah.
What do you remember?
Yes. Thing about it, they kept asking for Mark Gindrat.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
And kept asking us. I said, he ain't on a trip. You know, he no-showed me, you know? So they pulled us over, and after that, I packed a bunch of power bars, protein bars in my bag. You know how we used to do it. So I packed all that in, and I took my wife and Christopher when he was young up there, and we looked around. There was like 5 people behind us. I was going, oh shit, we were nervous. Even though we knew we didn't have nerves, you know how it is.
Oh yeah.
So they were so disappointed when they pulled them protein bars out. It was amazing. They thought they had, they thought they had something.
Shit. Well, that ain't quite how Kid Romeo told it. He said you might have had something else on you.
No.
Well, actually, he didn't say you had it on you. He said somebody else had some stuff.
They might have. I wasn't aware of it.
Oh, okay. I get you.
You know me. I'd have went off. They could throw it away in the damn airport. I would throw it away in the damn airplane and all that shit.
I get you.
What's up, down the toilet?
Yeah. Hey, that reminds me of I was doing an indie shot with Sheik up in Michigan with Ed Farhead. I didn't know if you knew Ed Farhead or not. Yeah, the Sheik, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's Sabu's uncle, I believe. Me and Sheik get to the airport after the show, right? And Sheik comes walking up to me and he's like, he's hitting his chest. He's like, yeah, Sheik. He had his front pocket here. He had some smoke in it, some weed. He's like, hey, you hold this for Sheiky when I get on the airplane? I said, fuck no, I ain't holding that shit for you. and then he's like, yes, you hold for Sheiky. I said, fuck no, I ain't holding that shit, Sheik. And he's like, fuck, you won't hold for Sheiky. So he puts it in his pocket and then he gets a wheelchair and he wants me to wheel him up there so they can try to get him on the plane first so they don't find his gimmick. Yeah. So he ends up working the gimmick and they let him, the stewardess pushes him up on the ramp, lets him get on the plane. So when I get on the plane, he's like, yeah, Sheiky got it. Yes, never mind. Don't worry about Sheiky. So he got his shit on the plane and he was begging me to take it on there for him.
Yeah. Well, everybody's trying to avoid the Sheik,
Oh man. Like they were going to check him anyway.
When he lived down in Fayetteville, he used to say, hey, Sarge, maybe we smoke a gimmick, drink some beers, and get a good workout in. I said, shit, I have to go home and go to sleep. And one time it was me and Nick, and I can't remember who all.
Patrick?
Yes.
Yeah.
We were dropping him off in front of our gym, my gym at that time and his. And we drove off, and he was doing standing squats in the rain by himself. It was classic.
Dude, that guy's incredible, isn't he? Back in the day, he was hard to beat, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, he was. And his story is true, all about him. About stuff. So
yeah, that's cool.
He's a live character. That's
the very first independent show I ever did in Ohio. Him and Nikolai was on that show, man. And Nikolai was one of the coolest guys I ever met in the wrestling business.
Yeah, I used to watch him all the time. I used to go down to TBS when there's little studio stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to know him down there.
Hey, Sarge, say hey to Low Rider. Low Rider says, what's up, Sarge?
Hey, what's up, Low Rider? What are you doing tonight, man?
He's checking out the show, man.
All right. Good job.
He was his gimmick, him and his partner, they do a podcast on our network, Sarge. They were the Dead Presidents. They work, they work for, I think they're still working. I'm not sure if they are or not. But I just met them recently and I'm getting to know them, so they're good guys.
Yeah, sounds like a good guy.
Also, got to say shout out to the Kingpin, Angel Medina, baby. One of the ECW originals, the Baldies. You ever met any of those guys, Sarge?
I met some ECW people. I remember when they brought the Dreamer in, and he had some smart ass comment. And I said, "Hey, asshole, I'll be here long after you leave here." So, fucked up.
So what do you think about Hack? Remember Hack, Sandman to come down WCW? Did you meet him?
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I thought you said Tommy Dreamer.
Dreamer. I knew Dreamer.
Yeah,
I filled in some spots with him and Dusty,
Oh, I got you. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so Kid Rummy was asking me to ask you about the Vancouver spot, but I guess he just missed it.
Yeah, he missed it.
I already asked him, Sam, you're late. Just like Kid Romeo, he was always late, wasn't he, Sarge?
He was late to everything. Right, believe me, you know him.
Hey, Sarge, Gary Shoemate says, hey, Funk, good to see you, Sarge. Hope you're well.
I appreciate that, Gary. We're on the podcast right now, and I sure appreciate all my fans.
Yeah, that's right. Gary's a good buddy of mine, Sarge. He told me he used to watch you on the Saturday night gimmick.
Yeah. I was on all of them,
That's right. So you want to talk about when down at the power plant, you've trained a lot of guys that's been on TV, Sarge, and you get a lot of credit for getting the guys ready and stuff. As far as Bill Goldberg goes, you got any stories about Bill when he come down there, or any good stories you got with him?
Yeah, I got some good stories with him. He lived in Dawsonville then, so he was on the train with me, and somebody was riding his ass. So he gets out of the car and forearms the mirror completely off the car, gets in the car and gets in his Jeep and drive off.
After he did the job to the mirror, huh?
Yeah. I remember where we at. I think Robbie was with us and different stuff because they were paying for my stuff then.
So he was on the phone and somebody was bitching at him and it pissed him off?
Yeah, they were riding his ass. So
God dang.
So he got out of the Jeep, forearmed his mirror off, got back in the Jeep and drove off.
People tell me I need anger management. Maybe Bill needs some.
Well, I'm sure he does. Lives in Texas. So
he lives in Texas now?
Yeah.
That's where I thought he was living. He don't have a house up in North Georgia anymore?
No, he sold that when he moved to California.
Okay, I got you. Well, I sent him, actually, Chuck Palumbo just gave me his number recently. I was trying to get him on my podcast, but I think I had the wrong number.
Yeah, I've been trying to reach him too, and it's hard.
I got you. So Lowrider says he always watched the Saturday night show too, Sarge.
Thank you for watching, Lowrider. Well, I sure appreciate it.
Yes, sir. So me and Sarge, we're going to be down in Jacksonville this week. I know Sarge he's booked on a show, but I'm just going to drive down there so I can see some of my old buddies. So what do you got booked down there in Jacksonville this weekend, Sarge?
Well, Sergeant Slaughter is going to be there. Haku, I mean, they said Haku. Sergeant Slaughter, Kevin Sullivan.
Check this out. Remember Paul Knox, Sarge?
No, sorry.
From the power plant, Paul Knox. You don't remember him?
Yeah.
He's on here now watching us too, Sarge. He said, great seeing you too.
Oh, great seeing you too, man. Sorry for what I did to you.
Hey, you didn't apologize to me yet, Sarge. Damn.
Hey, well, you knew what the program was.
So, I try to tell people about how that power plant was, Sarge. I didn't mean to cut you off, but
no, that's okay.
Now, go. I'll start about. I'll tell you that in a minute. I'm sorry, I totally cut you off because I saw Paul and I thought you might want to say hey to him. And you were talking about Haku and stuff down there in Jacksonville.
Yeah, Haku, Ron Simmons, they got the whole crew going to be there. And
okay, got you.
To film us after it's over, talking about the power plant, reminiscing and stuff, so they can air the podcasts and stuff.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna. Hopefully, I'll get to join you for that.
because I always get asked about the power plant.
Yeah.
A lot.
Well, let's talk about it then.
Okay. Well,
Paul says I can still hear you say "run the gauntlet," smart ass.
Yeah. I had a bunch of sayings, man.
You got
Tony Carter was called Bucket.
Bucket, yeah. Why was he called Bucket?
Because he'd never touched a bucket when he squatted. And then he challenged me to a squat-a-thon.
Oh, shit. Well, he must have been insane.
Dumbass. Ron Reese went and sat down on the side of the apron and said, hell with this. He didn't want no part of it.
Hell no. I would have challenged you to a squat off though, Sarge.
We started out with 100 each time, and then we just said, hell. I said, to hell with it. We went 1,650 squats straight. And then when he fell, on the ground sweating all to death, I was talking shit over the top of him.
Yeah, dang. You mean he didn't puke?
No, he didn't puke, but he fell down on the ground like a dying cockroach, sir.
Oh shit, dying cockroach. You know what that reminds me of? I gotta ask you, Sarge. There's a guy I did a podcast for the other day. And he was wanting me to ask you about Louis Theroux. You remember that guy?
Yeah, I remember him.
All right, so tell us about Louis Theroux, the first time you met him, and then we'll talk about his little ordeal down at the power plant that day he came down.
Okay, Gary Sharp. You remember Gary Sharp?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was doing the ring, and Gary Sharp brought around, and the guy was a smart ass, right?
Yeah, real skinny little weasel, tall, skinny guy. Yeah, with a big nose.
And then he did something down in Florida. I can't remember where that was at. And
but he was asking you questions, trying to expose the business and pissing you off, right?
He pissed me off, and then he said he was coming to the power plant, and I said, "Oh, I'll take care of you, all right."
Yeah,
and you saw what we done to him, so.
Oh yeah, so let me tell the people he had a show on the BBC network, I think it was. Louis Theroux's
weird something.
Yeah, something. But people can go on YouTube and still find them videos and see us on there.
Yeah.
So when he come down to the power plant, he thought everything was fake, and he thought, he was just gonna, Allan, you wanker, keep killing it. Hey Charles, what's up, buddy? So he thought he was gonna come down to the power plant and legitimately fit in. Now I will say one thing for him, like Pez Whatley. Do you remember when Pez did an interview with him? His interview was actually pretty good, if you remember.
Yes, it was.
I'll give him credit for that. I'll give him credit where
that was all Pez. You know that.
Oh yeah, Pez was amazing doing that.
He could talk his butt off.
Oh man, he was awesome. So we started doing it. I don't think the guy could get through 5 or 6 squats, could he, Sarge, on that?
No, he couldn't do nothing, man.
So he was dying. And one thing we always said when people couldn't make it, you'd make them lay on the floor, wail their arms and legs, and say what?
Sir, I'm a dying cockroach, sir.
That's right. And he did it, and we all went off on that guy.
You remember that? We all jumped on his ass. You shouldn't have said nothing.
Oh man. So he was he was damn near crying, but I know he puked at least 2 or 3 times. We went outside and ran. He puked out there, and then Ray Lloyd was out there watching him puke. And Ray thought we were kind of being hard on him, I think, but we were easy on that guy, and he couldn't handle nothing.
Yeah, what really made me mad, pissed me off, was that he went to them indie shows where they're doing barbed wire and all that.
Yeah. I seen that.
And he's trying to compare that to us. Well, we're a different class,
Yeah. So, oh, hell yeah. We were way above that shit.
Yeah, we're way above that. So that pissed me off too. So,
yeah.
Especially when he aired it and then showed me, and all that crap. So
is this true? Kid Romeo said he took the first jackhammer ever when Sarge was showing it to Bill.
No.
That ain't right. I knew Kid Romeo was full of shit.
Yeah, Sam's full of shit all the time.
We're just gonna have to get on his ass Saturday, Sarge.
Well, he's gonna be there Saturday. So
yeah, I actually just talked to him on the phone before we started his podcast.
I called him last night.
Oh, I got you.
My podcast people wanted to talk to him, so I dialed him in, and he showed him his gimmick now and all that. That's got to come first.
So, I don't want to see that gimmick. We've probably seen that enough.
It's like a commando deal.
He has that pest control.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
yeah, he's doing good,
Julie
man. I'm
gets
happy.
alligators and stuff out, which I got to give him his props on that because I wouldn't do that shit. Would you?
Hell no. He pulls his dingling out and scares them, and then that's how he catches them.
Oh God, that's got to be a god awful short thing.
All right, so now that he asked that question about Bill Goldberg and training him, now
I was the one that took the first jackhammer.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. I figured that was probably the case.
Yeah.
So Sam was going to say he's the first power plant guy that took it next to Sarge. Is probably what he's going to say.
Probably that's what he's talking about. But he's so full of shit.
So is that something you came up with, the jackhammer, and you showed it to Bill?
Yeah, it was. They wanted me. I did stuff. They said Hugh Morris was his first match, but that's not the case. I had many dark matches with him all through Disney, up in Boston, and a bunch of places before he ever aired on TV. And
so his first TV match was with Hugh Morris, but not all together.
No, I wrestled him in dark matches all over the place.
Yeah, I didn't know that, so I'm glad you said something. I'm sure people probably would like to hear that.
Yeah.
Good to see Sarge keeping well, Charles says.
Oh, you keep him well too, man. Thank you.
Yeah, Sarge, you don't look too bad for how old are you now? You want 58? All right. I'll be 50 in July. So
week before last, I lost 18 pounds and my blood pressure was super low. So yeah. But hell, I made it to the gym today.
Well, that's good. Hell, you look good, Sarge. You look good.
Thank you. So I'm trying to stay in shape.
Yeah.
I'm still doing Hindus.
Well, I'm not doing that shit.
Well, my ego, I think, is taking the best of me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I might do a few here and there, but I ain't doing nothing like I try to tell people during them tryouts, we used to do about 1,500 Hindus a day, and that's probably being kind.
Yeah, that was being real kind, man.
So, but I mean, people don't even believe you when you say you did 1,500, Sarge. So, when you're telling the people about the power plant, of course, nobody really believes, they're like,
that they all thought it was a work.
Yeah. So,
Paul Odorf, when he first came down there, he thought it was a work. When you remember what was his name? Speared that guy through the wall.
Oh yeah, that was Chase Tatum.
Chase Tatum. He thought all that was a work.
Really?
All that was a shoot.
Yeah, Chase passed away a few years ago. Did you know that, Sarge?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he passed away a few years ago.
I thought it was a lot longer than that.
It's probably been.
I had a few concussions, so I can't remember everything.
I got you. Let's see what Piers got to say something right here, Sarge. I'd love to ask you what your thoughts are on Bill DeMott was released from WWE when wrestlers complained about him bullying them in training. That's a good question, Piers.
Yeah, that's a good question because I'll tell you the truth. He was trying to be me.
Yeah, but he never filled them shoes, Sarge.
Well, he tried to make it funny and all that shit, But my stuff was for real.
But let me tell you something, Sarge. I watched that show that Bill did, and those guys didn't do. They couldn't hold a candle to the power plant. I honestly, I thought that was a joke. That'd be our warm up. What they had those guys doing. So
when
they fired Bill for that, they would have freaking got rid of you in about 3 seconds.
Well, no, I'm gonna tell you, I went down there.
Oh, did you? What happened?
Yeah, when Jody had it, and he had it under contract with WWE.
Yeah.
I went down there.
At the Deep South.
You know me, I walked in the deal with my bag and you could hear crickets.
Yeah, I'll bet.
And then one guy was folding up the mat. That ain't me. Everybody's got a chip in.
Oh, hell yeah.
And Dave Taylor goes, hey, it ain't like it used to be. I said, bullshit, and grabbed my shit and walked out.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, what was your take on did you ever watch any of that show, Tough Enough?
I watched very little of it because it's such bullshit.
It was bullshit, man. Those guys, not one of those guys that made it on that show would have made it through a 3-day trial at the power plant. No way.
I don't think they made it through the first day.
No, hell no. I try to tell people that.
Lunch.
No, they wouldn't have made it to lunch because I try to tell people, Sarge, and people do not believe that there was grown men crying, crawling for the door, literally shitting their pants.
Yeah, you remember that one guy come down on his honeymoon?
Yeah,
I kept dragging him back.
Yeah. I tell people that story all the time. They don't believe it.
It's true. Every bit of it.
Now, is that the guy that shit his pants, or is that a different guy?
That was the guy that shit his pants on his honeymoon. And
he
left his wife at the hotel
And Paul Knox said, I agree, Paul, which Paul Knox would know. He was down there for quite a few tryouts.
Yeah, I remember him now.
Yeah, the long-haired guy, pretty good build. He was a great worker, too.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, Paul was one of the guys I kind of looked up to when I first come down there as far as like working wise, because he was always under control. He seemed like he was always real calm.
Yeah, he was always calm.
Yeah.
So, I don't remember him much now, but I do remember it since you brought it up.
Well, shit, that's been 22 years now.
Yeah. And my memory is not the best. That's why.
Mine's not either. Yeah.
That's why I gave everybody nicknames. I didn't know if they were going to make it or not.
So you called the Sam Sweet Pea. What'd you guys call Sam Sweet Pea for? Kid Romeo.
Because he's sweet in his pants.
He's
I ain't
shit.
gonna tell no lie.
He just said no. I did because I was the smallest at the plant besides him. Kid Romeo talking shit. I guess we'll just have
That's his ass. I'm sitting on mine.
Oh shit. So we got
full of shit.
He is full of shit. We know. So what let me ask you about, you remember when Bob Sapp was down at the new power plant?
Yes.
Do you remember this? Is that who we got over here? Is that Susan trying to?
That's my grandson, Cash.
Oh, I got you.
Cash.
What's up, buddy?
Boy, me kiss. There you go.
He looks like a small Sarge right there, boy.
Oh yeah, man. I wish I had his energy. Good grief.
Shit, you used to have his energy.
All three of my sons put together.
God dang. So that's what I want to ask you. Bob Sapp, you remember when he come down there? He was at the new power plant, not the old one.
Right.
Do you remember the day that he puked and slipped on it and we thought you punched him? Do you remember that at all?
Yeah, I remember that.
So tell everybody what happened, and then I'll help you out.
Oh, help me out. I don't remember that.
Well, okay. So I remember he was running around the one ring where the lunchroom is right there. And we're all thinking, oh shit, because you're chasing after his ass. So he was gonna puke, and you're like, you better fucking not puke on my floor.
Now.
So he pukes on the floor, wipes out because he slips in it. We see me and Chuck Plum was over there. We see your arm like kind of swing to grab him, and we thought you clocked him, and we seen him going down. Me and Chuck are like, holy shit, Sarge just pumped Bob Sapp. So we all run over there, and here we see him slipping his own freaking puke.
I try to show everybody how to protect themselves.
Yeah.
I did Bob that way because he's going to Japan.
Yeah.
But I guess he didn't take me seriously, But
oh shit! So what do you think about Bob's career in Japan after he left the power plant?
I thought it was awesome.
Dude, he was amazing over there, wasn't
he? Yeah. He was. He got big time. I mean, he got a talking deal with and he did commercials.
Shoot! I think he had a cartoon over there. He had an ice cream bar.
Cartoon, yeah. But I think I made him wipe up the throw up with a shirt.
Oh yeah, you did. No doubt about that. Because you were pissed. He actually.
Right?
Oh yeah, you were pissed because he puked on the floor.
Yeah.
So yeah, you definitely made him clean up the shirt, and he wasn't arguing with you.
Yeah. He put it back on, didn't he?
I don't know about that.
I don't know. That was a long time ago.
I try to tell people, you got any funny Tank Abbott stories from down there? You remember Tank?
Oh God.
We got to get Tank ready, guys.
He was horrible, man. That's a bad decision they made.
And they were paying him tons of money, Sarge.
Oh, like $1 million a year. Plus paying for his hotel, his food, and everything.
They were paying him almost as much as Angel made in the ECW with his royalty checks.
Yeah, they were paying him over that. And
hey, Sarge, I'm gonna throw Angel in here real quick. I want you to meet Angel. Angel, say hey to Sarge, man.
Hey, what's up, Sarge? How you doing?
Hey, man, how you doing?
Doing okay, man. Since my ECW career, look what I'm doing. I'm working for Allan now.
Yeah. There you go. You got to have a fallback, right?
Sarge, you got to see. He showed me one of his royalty checks from ECW, man. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it bounced all over the room. Paul Heyman.
Oh, I'm sure with Paul Heyman. We all know Paul. I've known him for a long time.
Yeah.
He always put us over, though, so I can't bitch about him.
Yeah. I don't really know Paul that well, so I can't say nothing bad about the guy.
I can't either. Like I said, he put me and Dale over like champs on TV, so What can I say about him?
Awesome.
Yeah, Paul was one of those guys. Bubba told me that. He said, if you ever watch The Devil's Advocate, the Al Pacino character, that was Paul Heyman.
Yeah, that's totally true.
Well, I'll let you get back to your interview.
It's funny when you say that, and it's actually true, right?
God dang.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All
I'll
right,
let you
Angel,
guys continue. I'll be back.
Okay.
All right, Angel. Thanks,
buddy.
bud. Yeah, Angel's got a good show on our podcast network too, so it's called Killing the Business.
Oh.
He pretty much, they do like a shoot type show where they talk about pretty much everything.
Yeah.
So it's a good show. It's on Friday nights. I try to catch it whenever I can.
Yeah.
But
I'm so afraid my battery's about to die.
It better not die, Sarge. You're gonna do the job for me Saturday.
Oh yeah. Well, you know me. You seen the Sergeant Burton doll, haven't you?
No, you got it with you?
No.
Oh, well, shoot, I ain't got a Sergeant Buddy.
And already flips to his stomach. Tries to.
Hey, what'd you do to your mic, Sarge? I can't hear you too good now.
I don't know. My phone's going off. Everybody's trying to hit me.
Oh, I got you.
Since I died off for quite a while. And then, man, it's taken off. I thought everybody forgot, but no, I guess they didn't.
I got you. But so we were talking about Bob Sapp. I used to wrestle over there in Japan, and that dude couldn't even leave his hotel room. He was so big over there.
Yeah. Well, you can imagine Andre over there. I was on tours with him and Stan Hansen and all them guys. Stan's actually one of his guys in Japan. He don't help nobody.
Yeah, let me ask you something. How in the hell did Andre ever even get in a damn hotel room over there?
Hell, I seen it, but I couldn't believe it.
Hey,
he turned all kinds of sideways and all kinds
unbelievable.
Of
you remember Jerry too. He passed away over there, right?
Yeah. You remember I had him on my pilot. You remember that?
You know what? I think I do. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can't remember.
My mom passed away, and I said, back, I'm going to prove to y'all that everybody could do the gimmick, whenever I ask them. So I did the job for him that night.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Because Scott Norton was up there. Is that right?
Scott Norton, Rick Steiner, Dave Taylor, Larry Zbyszko did my color. Scott Hodgson did my color.
Yeah. I was on that card. You don't remember, Sarge?
Yeah, I remember. Y'all did a three-way, didn't you?
Yeah, it was Jorge Estrada. Yeah. Me and him and
Sean, right?
It might have been Sean.
I think it was.
Yeah, it might have been. You're right. But we had a good little deal up there that night. That was a hell of a show, man. It was a great show.
Yeah, it was a great show. I still got it on thumb drive.
But you did a story about Jerry real quick in Japan. Well, that's why I asked about Andre, because Jerry wasn't as big as Andre, but he was a big guy.
No, and they couldn't get him in the crematory, so so that was terrible.
Yeah, that's crazy, ain't it? Kaz called me when he died that night about 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah,
and he wanted me to call his dad, and I never met his dad, and I wasn't comfortable calling his dad because when they called me and told me that, Kaz, I was a nervous wreck, man. I was crying. I called Dale and Reno, Rick Cornell.
Yeah.
Dale Tolberg, and because we were all kind of close, Yeah. And hell, we're all crying on the phone. And then I called Jerry's girlfriend, which worked in the office, and she called his dad for me. Thank God.
Yeah. I might have to get Susan to bring me a battery pack.
Yeah, you better. I'm telling you, Sarge, that battery goes dead. You're doing a job for me Saturday.
Well, yeah, I'll do it anyway. You know that.
So
I'm walking.
I got you. So a quick story about Jerry down there. I walk up to his room. We're going to go eat lunch, right, Sarge?
Right.
So the door's open. I open the door. He's like, "Hey, I'm in here." He's got his ass sticking in the bathroom, but he can't fit in the bathroom. He's taking a dump with it hanging out of the bathroom while I walk in the door. And I'm like, "What in the hell are you doing?" He's like, "I'm taking a crap. I can't fit in the bathroom."
Oh, that's too funny. Hey, Adam, you go get Mama's battery pack. My phone's about to die.
See that we got it live. We got uncut. Sarge is getting a battery.
Yes. And my son didn't like it.
You imagine if we'd have done that down at the power plant, we'd have got kicked in the head for that.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know if you remember this place. Something 4.
Oh yeah, WWA 4 with the guy used
Frank.
to own. Yeah, Frank used to own Good Old Days.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about it?
Well, he asked me to come down there, and that place was a filthy shit, and
it was about like the old power plant, right?
Yeah, it was worse. It was way worse.
And Mr. Hughes was down there.
Yeah, I had quite a few matches with him, but he's no trainer.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's hard to be a trainer, man.
Yeah. And then people, it's hard to be a trainer and people actually listen to you,
Yeah. Which you had it down pat, man. You had respect from guys, though, Sarge. It makes a difference when you got respect to the guys.
Well, I had to earn it, I mean,
exactly.
Get-go. I mean, I made friends with all the top guys right away, and that's why nobody ever balked at me. So, I'm very honored even with the Steiners. And, I mean, you remember Ole? He fired the Samoan SWAT team.
Yeah.
And then put us on the road with the Steiners for 3 weeks. And we used our nightsticks on them to get our heat. And we hit them, man. Because, they're going to hit you. So you better get yours in while you can.
Yeah. Well, Paul just said here his tryout was filmed by A&E Biography, The Unreal Stories of Professional Wrestling. I remember watching it. Sarge said, just think if you puke on everybody can watch because it's getting filmed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a true story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, all that was real. You remember they showed all the other wrestling schools and then went to the power plant?
Yes, sir. Yeah, well, people don't believe. They think that's a work, though.
No, it never was a work. It would never be a work. Everybody's asking me about the power plant. Everybody wants to hear about it in Florida. So I'm hoping you can be a part of that.
Well, I'm coming down. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be there.
Well, I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna have that guy take care of you.
So Gary wants to know if you remember Haystack Calhoun.
Yeah, I remember watching him at the AWA though.
But you never worked him?
No.
Never worked him.
No.
I got you.
No, I was small then.
I got you. Shit, you were never small, you ass monkey.
Oh shit. Well, I remember a time I was doing 4 or 5 for 10 reps with no spotter.
Yeah.
New power plant.
Shit, you could probably still do that.
And I tried. And it's not in the stars. But
I got you.
I'm there, though.
I'll tell you what, if anybody ever thought that power plant was a gimmick, man, they just don't have any clue. I wish they could have come down there and actually tried it themselves. All you got to do is ask Louis Theroux about it. He'll tell you how fake it is.
God. I bet he ain't never forgot about it.
Shit, I guarantee you ain't never forgot about that. So
he was such a jerk, though, wasn't he?
He was a little arrogant. I mean, tall, skinny little dude with a big nose, and he deserved every bit he got down there.
Yeah, he deserved every bit. Jumped me 2 times out when I'm at the ring,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I actually watched that recently just to watch it again, and you could tell you were a little pissed off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And that wasn't a work. I could tell when I was watching it, I was like, dude, Sarge's about ready to rip this guy's head off.
Oh, I was. And he walked away from me. I said, it's on like neck bone, like Booker T used to say.
That's right. So what was your favorite match in WCW, Sarge? Do you have one or?
No, I've had so many. It's hard to recall. I mean, it's hard to say what my favorite match was.
I got you. So
I mean, how do you call it? Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker, State Patrol. All the gimmicks they gave me. Jack Boot.
Yeah.
I don't want to say the other one, but that shit was funny.
Why don't you want to say that one?
No, the Leprechaun.
Yeah.
That was Kevin Sullivan and Jimmy Hart's idea.
Yeah. Dude, they had some crazy ideas.
My hair like 6 times.
Yeah.
And I remember Steven was playing football then. All the parents was complaining about him piling on and shit. So I called Janie. I said, Janie, I need to fly back to Atlanta. And I cut a promo on them. They never seen one deal at the practice. I cut a promo for 2.5 hours on them. And then they wanted me to be all buddy. I was like, hell no, me and Susan went sit by ourselves.
God dang.
F them, right? That's the way I felt about it.
Hell yeah. Shit.
Shit. They got stars in him too.
Man. You make a what?
All my kids do.
Yeah.
Except Christopher. He's more like Susan.
Oh, I got you. I couldn't imagine being one of Sarge's kids growing up. Was it like the power plant around the house?
Well, kind of. You know, I did. Like Steven was doing wrestling in high school. I made him get in the corner and bend his legs. I wasn't being mean. I never abused my kids or anything like that. But
I mean, that's good for him, though, you know?
Yeah, we used to watch Chip Fuse, and he would be doing the setups, leg lifts, all the shit that we used to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then the coach wanted me to be some kind of trainer, and I was like, no, you need a coach.
Yeah.
And I'll help you any way I can, but that's your job.
Yeah, they don't have enough money for that, right?
Well, you know, one time, I hate to say this, but you know how the students are about paying their dues, right?
Oh, yeah.
So what I did is I pulled out $100 bill and I put it on the ground. I said, I don't know. I don't care if you know who I am or whatever, or ever see me or whatever, but I challenge everyone to get their damn money into this coach right now. Because anybody knows a coach, and I do.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they all didn't hesitate. They got their money in about the same week. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was good.
Shit. Yeah, that's awesome.
I was glad to be able to help him, you know?
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. Because
even to the gym, and we'd see him in the gym, stuff. It was a little key club there on Chapel Hill Road.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I bought a key club right there on 92, right beside Quick Trip.
Yeah.
You remember where that's at?
I know we're 92 in the Quick Trip, right by 20 right there.
Yeah, it is right of the Quick Trip.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was one over there.
Yeah. You know, since I was a veteran, they give me $10 a month, no contract, no anything.
Shit, I just drove over there today, Sarge.
I was there today, too.
I drove right by there.
Back into Camaro.
I got you. I was in my semi-truck.
Oh. Yeah, I seen a McLean truck. That's who Adam drives for.
Okay, I got you. Now I drive I do oversized heavy haul. I do specialized hauling usually.
Oh, he's got it made, man.
Yeah.
He talks like I can, you know. I close him, you know. So
yeah.
Hell, even the managers buy Cash. It's spelled with a K, right? Cash Jamal Bruce. They buy him stuff. So
they buy him what?
Outfits.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Like shorts and shirts and all kinds of stuff. Shoes. That kid's got more shoes than I ever had. Jordans, all kinds of them.
Man.
We need to put them under a light and put a light on them and stuff on the rack.
I got you. Hey, Angel, you listen. Where's our sponsor stuff at? I thought Pierce had it on here. I hadn't said nothing about the sponsors. You want me to do anything?
Do that.
You want to make me work, huh? Hold on, let me look.
Well, yeah, I want to make you work. What are you here for?
All right, hold on, let me get it.
Okay, we're gonna make you do some squats, man.
That's right. We'll get him some squats in there.
Yeah.
We got a couple sponsors for the show, Sarge. We're starting to get, some sponsors, and things are going pretty good. So we're trying to keep this thing rolling,
Yeah. I mean, sponsors were lost you.
Oh, there we got Health Vape.
Yeah.
You put in there code MWA Pod, Sarge, and you get a healthy vaping alternatives. They got vitamins, energy boosters, and stuff like that in these health vape things.
Yeah.
So that's one of our sponsors we got to plug there. And then Sleefs. It's sleefs.com. You get same thing, code MWA Pod. You get I think 10% on both those websites. So check out sleefs.com and the vaping gimmick if that's what you're into.
No,
Yeah. I figure we get you a pair of elephant trunk boxers there, Sarge.
No, believe it or not, I still got all my gimmicks hanging in the closet in there.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
So you don't get these people on like Facebook and stuff wanting to buy all your gear?
Oh, I get hit all the time.
Yeah, so you've never sold nothing?
No. Susan wouldn't let me sell that shit. I just waited one time she jumped down my throat.
I got you. So let's I know we was talking about David Flair. I don't know if most people don't know. I got a CDL and I drive a semi, Sarge. So David Flair wanted me to drive for him, right?
Right.
So I told you, what's that?
There you go. I lost you. I had so many windows open.
I get you. Yeah, you better not lose me, Sarge. I told you you got a
No,
new job for
I
me
got a
this
battery
Saturday.
pack going.
Yeah.
They brought me a battery pack.
I get you. So what? You remember when David Flair used to come down to the power plant? You got any funny stories about him?
Yeah, man. What used to make me mad is he put on his dad's boots, man.
Oh, that used to make you mad?
That made me mad because he could never tote the mail. We talked about Charlotte Flair, right? Remember that?
Yeah, Charlotte. Yeah, what do you think about her?
All of them.
Oh, dude, she's incredible.
Over top of Rick, man.
Yeah, she's unbelievable, man. I tell you what, if I watch that show now, it's basically the women's wrestling is better than the men's wrestling up there, in my opinion.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know if you remember this or not. I was there one time when Rick Rude slapped the shit out of Ric Flair. And
at the power plant?
Get out of the chair, and he didn't move.
That was at the power plant?
No, that was on the road.
Okay, yeah, I wish I'd have seen that.
At a TV deal. And
now that you bring up Ric Flair, you remember right before he died, remember he was down at the old power plant for about a month. Yeah, you don't remember that?
No.
Thanks, Art. Yeah, when he was coming down the old power plant, I actually was starting to become pretty good friends with that guy. He was down there every day. You don't remember that?
Yeah, I remember it.
So, yeah, he was coming down every day. And I remember the weekend he went home. He said, yeah, I'm going home or whatever. So then that following Monday, you don't remember Paul coming in there and telling us that he died?
No, I don't remember that.
So I guess the story has it he OD'd on GHB that weekend down in Florida.
Do you remember Troy?
Yeah, Troy Andrews.
He took that and had a car wreck going home.
Yeah, I actually got a picture of his truck of that wreck.
You know what? When I went to Vancouver, he called my mom every day to see if she needed something.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
So she had all kinds of money and food. I stocked up, like nobody's business. But, man, my hat's off to him. He called her faithfully every day.
Dude, I tell you what, he was one of the good guys, man. He was a legit good guy.
He asked me how I could remember all my shit,
yeah.
And how I could call it, because he said never saw my mouth move,
Yeah.
That was our gimmick. Remember we used to ask people when we got back from the ring?
Yeah.
Yeah. So nobody ever saw me.
Well, that's a lot of experience too, Sarge. You don't just learn that overnight, right?
No. You learn how to position your arm, when you got them in an arm bar and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I got you. I remember when I was a kid, I actually remember Paul Orndorff. This was on the old Monday. It was I think it was when Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Heenan did that. I can't remember the show it was on. And you hear Paul Orndorff say, "Give me a head scissor" on live TV.
Yeah, I didn't remember that, but
yeah. So when you're a kid,
he had his run with Hogan.
Yeah, that was way back around that time. Yeah.
He's got throat cancer now. He's not doing good.
Well, he got over that, didn't he?
No, not the last time I heard he didn't.
So I saw him about a year and a half ago at an indie show down here in South Georgia.
Yeah.
But he was doing so bad that Brian Blair had to drive him to the show.
Damn, I didn't know that.
But he remembered me 1 second, and then 5 minutes later he forgot who I was.
Well, he was bipolar.
Well, of course, no shit.
Yeah, and then I hate to say some of the stuff he did.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's no doubt in my mind. We all said he's bipolar, no doubt about it.
Well, he laid some lines out on the desk. I was like, dude, I don't do that.
Yeah.
Me and him became enemies real fast.
Yeah, he was out of control down there at that power plant, man. I remember a couple of days he'd come in his office. He had guns and bags and all these big knives.
Yeah, he was.
You remember that?
All the time, yeah.
And I'm like, how the hell did he even get it in there with all that security?
All that shit.
Yeah.
Had a shotgun in that damn Toyota, whatever it was, Land Rover.
Well, but he had him in the power plant in his office.
Yeah.
How did he get him in there with that security? They never checked him.
They never checked him.
Unbelievable.
But the day that the power plant ended, I had all that memorabilia signed from Bill, Hulk Hogan, Flair, God, from everybody. They wouldn't let me take shit out.
They wouldn't?
No, they made me leave everything, man. That was
that's horse shit.
That was a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah, but you know what? I bet a bunch of people that was cleaning that place up got all that shit because there was so much shit in that building.
I hate to talk about Jody, but he racked up like 10 rings, a ring truck, barricades, the floor mats, all that.
Yeah, because he was using them down deep south, wasn't he?
Yeah, and you know became an enemy, I think.
Oh, really?
Moved him over to, at the new power plant. They moved him in an old room over there.
Yeah, I remember that. We used to remember when they had us coming through the back and they didn't want us to come around that side no more. So we had to park all the way around the back and then walk through the whole building to get down to the power plant. You remember that?
Yeah. And I used to walk over to his office, and I had people putting on his the canvases for his daughter to clean and all that.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, we used to go over there and talk to him all the time because we kind of felt bad because he was away from the power plant.
Yeah, that was bad.
I think it hurt his feelings.
It did. Yeah. How could it not?
Yeah, because he was a staple down at the old power plant, and then we moved over to the new one. He's all the way down the hall. He ain't even close to the power plant.
Well, he's infamous for his working. He always has been.
Yeah,
all throughout the territories and all that stuff. But I trained 3 months and I had my first match on TV. At J&J Sports Center. I don't think it's there in Athens anymore.
So who trained you? You trained under Jody or no?
I trained mainly under Nick.
Okay.
Patrick.
I got you. Yes,
I call him Nick Patrick.
Old Kid Romeo said David Flair stayed at his house and he went to the Gold Club every night. You know what? I'm going to call him a liar on that too. They probably went down to Swinging Richards.
Probably. I ain't gonna say he's gay or nothing, but
oh hell no! I ain't saying he's gay. I'm just saying they might have went down to Swinging Richards.
Yeah. Boy, Bobby didn't like him at all, man.
Bobby Eaton didn't like Kid Romeo?
No.
Oh, tell me the story, Sarge. We got to hear this.
Well, we started out at a hotel where they were filming X-Files and stuff.
Okay.
And then they didn't have no gym, so I didn't like that shit. So I moved us over where we were facing the bay and had a gym and all that stuff. And, he's scared of heights. You wouldn't believe that after all them scaffold matches, right?
Oh, dude, he was a trip.
But I booked us like on the 21st floor.
Oh, shit.
And I had coffee and stuff delivered to me in the mornings, where I could sit out there and chill. And
so he didn't go out in the balcony?
No, hell no. He goes, Sarge, can't you book me on the first floor? We might have a fire.
So people don't know we're talking about Beautiful Bobby, the Midnight Express.
Yeah.
Do you remember when he used to come down to the power plant and help you train? And Mike Graham was there as well. You remember that, Sarge?
Yeah, I remember that.
Do you remember? We used to scare the shit out of him. He was so nervous. Remember he had a cup of ice in his hand?
Remember that?
He had a cup of ice.
The whole coffee cup out of his hand.
Well, remember he used to walk around with a cup of ice and he'd be like, chewing ice. And I remember one time I come around the ring and he was walking, didn't see me. I went, hey, Bobby. And he was like, dropped his his whole cup of ice. And he's like, like he scared the shit out of him.
Oh, yeah. Well, he did that at my pilot, too, if you remember that.
Not really, but man, he was.
I got him a hotel room there in Jasper. And he goes, Sarge, don't leave me. I'm scared. I said, fuck, Bobby, I'm going home.
What was he scared of?
I don't know.
He was just nervous. Man, he had
he was a nervous wreck.
He was a nervous wreck, but he was one of the nicest dudes.
I took him to EA because they were going to fire him.
Yeah.
So he did one move on me, man. And he tried to do the Stinger splash, right?
Yeah.
And with the Velcro suits, he left his damn string of Velcro all up my face and shit.
Oh, shit.
Hell, Sarge, I jumped as high as I could. I said, your feet never left the fucking ground. And the whole studio shut down for like 45 minutes. They were laughing.
Shit.
And then his job from now on is seeing what we had for lunch.
Oh, fuck. So that was the EA Sports you guys did for the video game,
yeah.
Right? In case people... Yeah. Man.
I don't know if you remember this. Before 9/11, I built all the rings and stuff.
Yeah.
So one time I was up there for 3 weeks making the video game. I flew into Atlanta. Susan met me there. We swapped bags, and I flew into Hamburg, Germany. Don't know why they didn't fly me into Berlin. I have no idea. You know how they book things in.
And you had to drive there?
Yeah, I met a guy, and we had to drive there on the Autobahn. He was a smoker, so I'm definitely against that. I said, dude, you got to roll all your windows down.
There ain't nobody don't smoke in Germany.
Oh, no. And Japan, too.
No shit.
But anyway.
Cass Hayashi used to smoke before we wrestled over there.
Yeah. Well, Rick Rude did before he went out,
Oh, did he? Yeah, I never seen him smoke, though. He never smoked around me.
He did in front of me. Because I rode with him a bunch of times, and Kurt Hennig and all them guys. But anyway, back to Hamburg. They flew me into Hamburg, and he didn't meet me at the airport, So I said, take me to this hotel, right?
Yeah.
And we're driving by some Marriott, Hilton, and all that shit. I'm like, where the hell I'm going? They booked me in a German hotel. And you know how I was about coffee drinking back then.
Oh, hell yeah.
They charged me per cut.
God damn.
Then we drove to Hamburg, Germany on the Autobahn going about 160 miles an hour. Yeah. And then we
you used to have that old ring truck going about 160, didn't you?
Yeah. You know me. Yeah, Pez over there sleeping.
God dang.
But I flew into Hamburg, got there. He didn't meet me there. So he met me the next day. We drove to Berlin. They had the ring set up in the snow.
What?
Yeah, they had rings set up in the snow, man.
For what?
I don't know. But I had to check the welds, tell them what match we're sending them, what, everything that we're sending them. And then, I had to take a tram just to get to because it's like going from New Jersey to New York, right?
Yeah.
So I had to take the tram from the hotel. I had to get on the bus and go across London. This is after Hamburg. Jumped right over the pond. Got into London, and then the guy's calling me on the phone, right? Back then we didn't have great phones or nothing, shit.
Hell no.
He's feeding shit into the phone, right? Going, hell, I can't make it to you. And I said, well, damn it, because I was just sitting down with my food. And they paged me, Dwayne Bruce, come to the front desk. Dwayne Bruce, come to the front desk. And I was pissed because I didn't get to eat. So I had to get on the little, whatever the hotel was providing, jump in the train, go all the way across London. Then his Range Rover was booked 4 blocks over, and we got over and it had been booted. So, then we had to jump in a taxi. We're going past the palace and everything,
Yeah, dang.
And then I had an open ticket, so I said, I'm going friggin' home, man. I'm tired of this shit.
So you just flew back to Atlanta?
No, I looked up, and they had a flight, but I left some of my stuff back at the hotel.
So you had to go all the way back?
I had to go all the way back, and friggin' I ordered room service and some beers. And then the next day I got up, flew back to Atlanta, and flight went right to a tryout. So
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you were the Energizer Bunny back then, Sarge. I got to tell you, man, you had some cardio back when I first met you.
Oh yeah. Well, my old saying, if you out cardio them, you can do anything you want.
Well, see, that was my big thing. You remember some of the guys used to come in there. Do you remember the guy that came in there in the new power plant, a black guy? He had a Skull Crusher tattoo on one shoulder, and he had a WCW championship belt on the other. You remember this guy?
Yeah, I remember the guy.
You remember me stretching him, and you guys had to pull me off of him?
Yeah, I remember that.
I tell people that
story. Shit out of him, man.
Dude, I almost killed him. He was turning blue. You remember?
Yeah.
I got him in a rear naked choke because you remember why I did that?
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, because he called me out, and I said, hell no, motherfucker, you don't call me out in my house.
Yeah.
I beat the shit out of it, and he was probably about 40 pounds bigger than me.
Well, I remember you beat the shit out of all the guys at the power plant.
Shit, there wasn't too many people could hang with me cardio-wise, Sarge.
You're right. You're totally right about that.
I'm glad you're here to tell people that because people can actually believe me now.
Shit out of me. So,
well, I appreciate that, Sarge. That means a lot to me because I worked my ass off down there, and you know, all of us did. You know, we all busted our ass for you, and you know, we wanted to do good.
Yeah, and I was proud to see y'all make it. You know, that's why some people goes. I mean, I did a podcast in England the other night, believe it or not, and they were asking me all about y'all, about me hating y'all and y'all hating us. I said, no, it wasn't quite like that. No, I was proud of all my guys making it, you know?
Well, shit. I mean, that reflects on you if we make it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So,
shit.
you know, I was proud of everything everybody got, you know?
You know what? I can honestly say this, Sarge. You know, I still talk to a lot of the guys that, you know, went through, you know, Chuck Palumbo, Jindrak, Crowbar, Sanders, you know, Rick Cornell, you know, the whole list.
Yeah.
No, and I can tell you this with confidence that no one's ever said anything bad about you other than ribbing a little bit, you know, about some of the shit we went through.
Yeah, about being stiff, I'm sure.
Oh, well, you know, we'll say that to your face. We know you're stiff. That goes without saying.
Yeah.
But you know, no one's ever genuinely ever said a bad word about you as far as that goes, Sarge. So,
I'm glad to hear that.
So there's no hard feelings between, you know, you or any of the power plant guys. And if there is, they're just assholes because they just don't understand, you know, the way it was.
Yeah, well, that was my job, right? So
exactly, that's your job. I mean,
a lot, and I had to do a lot of things that, you know. So
well, and Paul Knox said nothing but respects for Sarge, which I think pretty much everybody that ever went through there, even if they didn't like you.
Well, thank you, Paul. I appreciate that, sir.
Yeah, man. Paul knows the deal, man. And if anybody even that didn't like you, Sarge, went through there, and I guarantee they cannot say they don't have respect for you.
Well, that's why, you know.
Thanks, Piers.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, that's why I went from Jody to straight to there, Dwayne Bruce, the job guy, right?
Yeah. But you were more than a job guy, Sarge. I mean, you know, people will see that, but that ain't the way it was. I hate that word,
don't you?
Well,
enhancement talent, job guy. I hate all that shit.
Well, you know what it is, Sarge. People are going to call it whatever they want to call it. You can't stop that. But it doesn't takes away from the fact that you were one of the there was a reason you were a head trainer at the power plant, Sarge. Not because you kissed. Exactly. You know? I mean, you have the ability to do it. You had the mindset. You had the cardio. You had all the mental aspects of it. There wasn't too many guys that could have handled that job.
No, I don't think so.
No, not at all.
Proud of it, you know.
Hell yeah, you should be.
About the power plant all the time, everywhere I go, and like they
Vito
don't
would have
either. So you know, even Paul didn't believe it. You know,
that's right. Angel just said Vito, big Vito would have tested our cardio. And you know what we can say to that, Sarge? You remember when Vito was down there?
Yeah, he was full of shit.
That son of a bitch couldn't hold Sarge's jockstrap.
Laziest person I ever seen.
Uh-oh, Angel. Angel's gonna go back and
thanks,
Gary.
Well, Angel, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, but the truth hurts, right?
you ain't hurt.
I don't stooge the boys. I don't stooge the boys.
we just do it for the podcast sake. Sorry, we're trying to get some ratings here.
Yeah.
Nah, but I like Vito, but
I do too.
In all reality, Vito wasn't in the cardio shape with the power plant guys, and he wouldn't even deny that.
No, but Johnny the Bull and stuff was.
Oh yeah, Johnny the Bull definitely was.
Yeah, you remember how ripped he was?
Oh, dude,
how strong he was.
Hell yeah, you remember
this
Umaga?
Liv Morgan up at the WWF is trying to email me right now.
Oh really?
Yeah, her fan page.
Oh really?
Yeah, I talked to.
Hey, tell her we ain't got time for her. We're doing a podcast.
I'm telling you. She hit me. What the hell? I told her I'm married. Damn.
Maybe let's send her my way.
For Susan's picture, I was like, hell no.
You should send her my way, Sarge. She can do the job for me.
Oh, I heard that.
She gonna be down Florida this weekend.
Them divas remember my time and stuff. I can't remember who I talked to the other day. She asked me to send a bunch of pictures, and put me over like nobody's business. I can't remember who that was.
She should put you over.
But
no, in all seriousness, Sarge, you know, we got an hour and 5 minutes here. I don't know how much longer you want to stay talking. Or
I'll
got
stay.
Something. But yeah, I got the utmost respect for you as a trainer, Sarge. I know you worked your ass off down to Power Plant, and a lot of times, you know, you and me both didn't get the respect that we probably deserve, but people do respect you, Sarge. So don't think people
did that deal off for Bill. The deal off the ropes and he speared you in midair.
Oh, yeah. But you know, he didn't want to do that, Sarge.
Yeah, I know that.
But after he did it, he was happy he did it. Yeah. But you know what I told Bill that night? You weren't there at the show, were you, Sarge?
Yeah, I was.
That was in Augusta.
But I was watching the monitor.
Yeah. So do you know the story with that? Bill told me, he goes, man, because I told him what I wanted to do. And he said, man, Allan, he said, I don't want to do it. He goes, I'm going to fucking kill you. And you know what I told him?
Yeah.
I said, Bill, you know me. You train with me at the Power Plant. What's that?
One thing about Bill, he was always worried about that, you know, and you know, but anybody but you and a few others were scared. You weren't scared of Bill.
No, hell no.
And stuff. But, you know, I had to take a lot of bumps down there that people wouldn't take, you know.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, people that's another part of it that people don't realize, Sarge, the shit that you had to go through like that. I mean, hell, even, you know, not just me and you, but a lot of the guys, we took a lot of unnecessary bumps down there. That, you know, some people say you only have so many bumps in your career, and we probably used up half of them at the Power Plant.
Yeah, I'd say so, man.
What's up, Heel Chris Tank?
Hey, Chris Tank.
So, yeah, man, but yeah, you deserve a lot more credit for that shit, Sarge, because I know you took some bumps from Bill, a lot of bumps, to try to get him ready for TV.
People would never take.
Oh, hell yeah.
Especially with Bob, you know, he did that choke slam.
Yeah.
As tall as he is. I took that shit down there at the new power plant.
Yeah.
And the trainer goes, hell, nobody would ever take that.
Yeah.
I can't remember the trainer's name.
Anytime you needed people to go in the ring and do some stuff, Sarge, I guarantee me and Neelix volunteered for it.
Oh, you did every time. You stepped up the plate, man. I was so proud of y'all guys. I can't tell you how much.
Yeah. Well, you know, we were trying to help you out because we knew you had your plate full.
Well, you remember one time I had Ron Reese, the Giant, and Bill all there at the same time, you know?
Yeah. That was before I got there, but I heard the stories.
Yeah, man. It was, and I jumped from, you know, we had 4 rings then. I jumped to ring to ring to ring all damn day long.
Oh, yeah. You worked
never
your ass
taking
off,
a
Sarge.
lunch. Never took a lunch or anything.
Yeah. Well, I put you over all the time when we talk about, you know, whenever somebody asks me about the power plant. So don't worry about me not putting you over, Sarge.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. But let's I want to remind people if anybody's in the Jacksonville area this weekend,
they need to come.
Yeah, tell them about it.
This is going to be unprecedented. All you guys there, Luther's coming. No, I can't say much about Luther, but well, you know how Luther is.
And it's at the Jacksonville Fairgrounds, is that right?
Fairgrounds.
And now I look on Google Maps, and there's 2 fairgrounds. You know which one it is? It's by the stadium.
I'm not sure right this minute. It's starting to rain on me.
Oh shit!
So
yeah, we're gonna wrap this up here anyway, Sarge. But hey, listen, man, I appreciate you coming on, Sarge. What you got?
I don't know if you remember this. Oh, hell, I can't do that.
Oh shit!
I mean, I'm getting rained on like hell.
Well, you better get the hell out of this, Sarge. I don't want you getting electrocuted.
I'm on the porch. I'm on the porch now.
Oh shit! Sarge is doing the job to the rainstorm.
Yes, big time job.
Oh shit! What were you about to show us, Sarge?
Well, I was about to show you that.
Is that you and Bill or no?
That was my wrestling card.
Oh, okay, I got you. That's from the EA shoot.
That's when I was doing a video game.
I got you. Your little suit on there.
Me and Bam Bam.
Oh, yeah, Bam Bam was with you. I remember.
I want to show you something. Bill put me through the wall.
Thanks, Annette. Yeah, let's see you and Bill through the wall.
You see it?
I can see it a little bit.
It's hard to see.
Hey, Sarge, Annette says you did a lot for the business. She thanks you for it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Hey, thanks again for watching, Annette.
Yeah.
All right, Sarge, we're gonna cut this off, Sarge. But thanks a lot for coming on, brother.
No problem, man. I'll do anything for you.
But hey, don't go anywhere, Sarge. We're gonna end the podcast and then we'll be back on. All right.
Okay. I'm going to the bathroom.